morning, students. This is Divya ma'am from Academic Heights Public School. Today, we are going to start our next chapter in computer, that is chapter number 5, working in Microsoft Excel. What is Excel used for? Handling data. Okay, so whenever you have a large amount of data and you don't know what to do, just use Excel. So let's start about it. What is a worksheet? A worksheet is a grid that organizes data into columns and rows. Okay, have you seen the bill which you get from your local grocery store? They arrange it in two columns. In one column, they write the name of products, and in other column, they write its price, and then they do the total and give it to you. So that is also a simple example of a worksheet. Worksheet makes it easy to display information in tabular and arranged manner. So whenever you are using worksheet, it means you are arranging your data in a tabular format. Okay, and it makes it very easy to understand and comprehend. Okay. Now suppose if you are given data in this format. See, it looks so messy and it's not at all clear about what they want to say. Now, if I write this data in a tabular format, how it would look? Like this, correct? So now you can connect every name with one or the other item and you will know exactly how many of those items they have. Okay, so that's a simple example of a worksheet. Spreadsheet software. Spreadsheet software is used to organize and display data in the form required by the user. Okay. So अगर आपका यूजर को रिक्वायरमेंट है कि you need to see the data in two columns, it will display the data in two columns. If you need it in multiple rows, it will display in multiple rows. Okay. Now it uses worksheets for data entry and manipulation. So in spreadsheet software, again what we have worksheets. Electronic spreadsheets are computer programs used to perform numeric calculations rapidly and accurately. In manual worksheets, we need to do calculations manually, right? Like your grocery store person does. But in electronic spreadsheets, we can insert a formula to do the calculation. Okay. So if you are using Microsoft Excel, you can just write a simple formula and all your calculations will be done. In a scenario, if some of the data is changed, then also the formula can do the calculations automatically. ठीक है, तो अगर आपका डेटा चेंज भी होता है, बेसिक डेटा में आपने कोई वैल्यू चेंज की है, then also the calculation will not need to be done again and again. That formula will calculate it automatically. Okay, let's go ahead. Microsoft Office Excel. Microsoft Office Excel is the spreadsheet part of Microsoft Office suite. Okay, so it is a Microsoft Office suite is a combination of multiple softwares like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So this is a spreadsheet part of that suite. Now this is used for calculating, manipulating and analyzing numbers. किस लिए use होता है? To calculate, manipulate and analyze numbers. We can also create graph to represent our data in form of charts and make it more interesting. Okay, so now I'll take you to the Microsoft Office Excel and we'll see it from there. Okay, so this is our Excel. Now there are many things that you need to know about it. So the basic things are like this is the title bar where your name of the worksheet or sorry name of your spreadsheet will be given. Okay. Now in Microsoft Excel there is one thing which is called active cell. So the cell which you see highlighted, that is your active cell. Okay, so this is where you are going to enter your data. So if you want to write on this particular cell, then you will highlight this cell and then you can start typing like this. Okay, clear? Now you can see this is a combination of rows and columns. So the A, B, C, D, these are columns, and this 1, 2, 3, 4, these are rows. Okay, so if I want to know what this cell is called, so this cell is called A1, and you can see that A1 written right here, this on this name box. Okay, okay, let's see what we need to do. So this A1, it's called cell address. What is it called? Cell address. Okay, so what is cell address? Cell address is just a combination of column and row number where the cell resides. So this cell is on A column, first row, so it goes A1. Okay, so if I'm here, this cell will be C column, fourth row, so this becomes C4. Clear? Okay, so in your book on page number 38, you have a checkpoint given. So you need to solve that and you need to write the cell addresses there. Okay, like suppose if I am here, this is F column. Okay, and the row number 7, so its address is F7. And how you can verify that? It's written right here in the name box. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me tell you about the components of the Excel screen. So as I told you, this here is title bar. Okay, then this portion, as we know from Word, from PowerPoint, this particular portion is called ribbon. Okay, and then these are tabs. Okay, now here we have name box where your cell address will be given. This one is called formula bar where your content of the cell will be displayed. Okay, now here all these buttons that you see, these are called command buttons. Okay, so on clicking these buttons you can give specific commands. Now here we have list of sheets. By default in 2010 and 2007 version of Excel, you will see 3 sheets here. But now with 2016, we have only one sheet here. And if you want to add more sheet, you can just click on this plus button here and a new sheet will be added. Okay. So what we have seen title bar, then we have seen ribbon, then we have seen command buttons, and this, the pointer which is moving, this is called cell pointer. Okay, so the plus sign that you see on the screen, that is called cell pointer. Then we have seen name box, formula bar, and worksheet tabs. These are called worksheet tabs. Okay, let's go ahead. Now there are various types of data that you can enter in your Excel sheet. You can enter text data, so like suppose I can write my name here, Divya. Then you can enter numeric data, so I can write 30 here, correct? And then you can enter date and time, so I can write suppose 581985. So that becomes a date, correct? Okay, and then you can also enter some formulas. So how we are going to do that, I will tell you. For formula, it must start with the equal to sign. Okay, and then you can give reference or you can give constant values. So that we are going to see very soon. Okay, but if you do not put a equal to sign, it will be taken as a text entry and it will not work. Okay, so for text data we have combination of alphabets, spaces and numbers that you can consider as text data. Like also you can consider dash, comma, that also will go in this one. So we have A to Z. Okay, then we have space, we can have numbers in our text field, and we can have comma also. Okay, Now for numeric data, we have 0 to 9, and then we also have plus, minus, percentage, then dollar, slash, and brackets. Okay, so these are there for numeric data. And for date and time, as I have written, like either you use a dash 5 6 20 20, or you use uh, slash. So today the date is 6 July, so 6 7 2020. Okay, it can take the format by itself. Okay, now let's go ahead. Entering data, so you can do a direct entry of data. Direct entry means you can simply go ahead and go to a cell and type your data. So here on page number 40 of your book, you have an activity that you are going to do. Okay, so let me follow the steps for you once, and then you can do it at your end. Now, first step says make the cell active by clicking on it. So I have clicked on this cell, and the cell A1 is active now. Now type data in cell. So now what I want to type? I want to type roll numbers. Okay, so I typed roll number. Okay, now while entering the data, we see that here we have cross or right mark. Okay, in the formula bar, we can either accept the data or we can cancel the data. Okay, so if I say right, it will accept the data and the cell will freeze. Okay, now if I suppose write name here and I have done some spelling mistake, so I can go and click cancel and it will not take that data. Or what we can simply do, we can write names and then erase it and then press enter, or press any of the arrow keys, and it will take that data. Okay, simple. Now, or you can move your mouse cursor and you can click anywhere else, then also it will take that data. Clear? Now, there is one feature in Excel that is called autofill. Now, autofill, what it does, it can fill the data automatically in the cells based on the previously provided data. So now suppose if I want to write roll numbers and I wrote 1, 2, and I don't want to write it all again, so I can just select it and then I can drag it. So I have 20 students here, so I can go till 20. See, and all the numbers have been auto-filled. Okay, so this is the autofill feature of Excel. Okay, for this you have the activity 2 given in your book. Okay, so please try that activity. That activity, what it does, it says 2 4, and then it just drags it like this, and that's table of 2. Correct? Okay, now generating a series of days. The autofill option also allows you to generate a series of days. So suppose I have written Monday here. Okay, so what I can do, I can just drag it and fill it, and I have got Monday till Sunday. Okay, it's that simple, filling data in an Excel sheet. For this you have the activity 3 on your page number 41. Okay, now let's do the next activity, that is selecting the data in a worksheet. Now to select the data, you can just click on first data, and then you can hold your mouse and drag it. That is one way. Now the other way is highlight the cell, click, press shift key and press down arrow. Then also you will be able to select it. Okay, simple. Now to copy or move, first select the data that I have already selected. Press Ctrl C if you want to copy, and then you can click somewhere else and then press Ctrl V and it gets copied. Okay, what I did, control C, control plus C, and then control plus V. Now suppose I want to move it, so I would press control X to cut the data, and then I can move the data. So wherever I want to paste it, I will just go there and press control plus V. Clear? So far so good. So this is the activity number 5 of your book, page number 42, and also the activity number 6 of your book. Okay, so what all things we have done? We have seen our Excel screen, we have entered the data. Okay, we have used autofill feature, we have tried to copy the data, and we have tried to move the data. Now for moving the data, see, I showed you keyboard shortcut, or you can, what you can do, you can select the data and from the clipboard section of your ribbon, click on cut and then go somewhere else and then click on paste. That will move your data. If you want to copy your data, select the data, click on this copy button. Okay, do you see copy button there? Click on this copy button and go to any place and then again click on this paste button. Okay, so here you have cut, copy and paste. Okay, see again, cut, copy and paste. And the keyboard shortcuts are, for cut we have control X, for copy we have control C, and for paste we have control V. Okay, good, great. Now this is our module 1. In our module 2, we are going to use AutoSum, sorting and formulas. Okay, so practice this module and take care. And if you are facing any problem, contact me. All the best. Bye bye.